Howdy, howdy, everyone.
Live from Las Vegas. Before we get started, I have to tell you, Zach got his second dose of.
Oh, you can't tell the people and not show the photo.
Well, I didn't share the photo with you.
Yeah, you did. You put it in the family group chat.
Oh, okay. So Zach got his second dose of COVID vaccine on Monday, and this. Okay. It was legible for a second.
I was knocked out yesterday, but hey, I'm back.
Yeah. So
You're back.
Yeah,
We're
reminded me. It reminded me of the Joe Frazier, George Foreman fight.
Yeah, down goes
Howard
Frazier.
Howard Cosell with the call. Down goes Shefska. Down goes Shefska.
Yeah, it was. I was out of it yesterday, but we're back. We're good.
Yeah. Well, you're semi-good.
We're good.
Yeah.
So here's why we're going live.
Okay.
We've got new data from Black Book.
We do.
We actually interviewed two people,
Two of the vice presidents.
I think Jared's a senior vice president,
Yes.
an executive vice president, and then the VP of automotive valuations.
Yes.
We're starting to level up here, folks.
Well, yeah, we actually do talk to people in the industry that, are in the know.
Exactly. So we interviewed them today, so that video will be coming out, but maybe we'll do a little bit of a preview from that interview. But
Perhaps.
It was super interesting.
Yes, it was.
So we'll review the new data from them.
Yes.
Also, we've got a search.
Is the new data as troubling as the old data has been?
Yeah, why don't we just look at it? Let's just start right there.
Yeah.
Go to Market Insights. Let me share my screen. There we go. Everyone can see my screen. All right.
Okay.
Car segment. Up 1.6%. Down considerably.
From the week before and the week before that and the week before that.
Trucks up 1.2%.
But down considerably from the week before and the week before that and, the week before that.
Truly remarkable, though, what we're
Yes.
seeing in terms of pricing.
Yes.
Still up considerably.
I seem to recall someone this morning saying, we've never seen anything like this before.
So that's what was super interesting about
Yes.
interviewing Jared and Laura.
Yes.
Laura said she's got people on her team that have been in the valuation space
for 35 years
and have never seen
anything like this. Which is what I've been saying, and the difference is, I've been doing it for 43 years, but
Mike C, though, I'm confused. Carvana bid down $2,599 since last week, but Vroom is up $800 on the same vehicle.
One's Bitcoin and one's Dogecoin.
Nope.
Dogecoin?
Why are you going there?
Who the hell knows?
What does that even mean, Dad?
I have no idea.
So why are you saying it?
Because I could. And I did.
Goodness gracious.
So which cryptocurrency are these two?
Why are you into crypto now? Are you into crypto?
Not at all.
Do we have to have an intervention?
I wouldn't invest a dime in crypto.
So
I'm not buying a currency that's just a system of numbers that can get hacked. And I know they say you can't get hacked, but you can get hacked. Okay.
Where did this come? Where did any of this come from? We have never talked about cryptocurrency. Now you're telling people there's 100 people and you're telling them they can get hacked on their Dogecoin. Does Dodge have a coin now? No, I'm not letting this go. Dogecoin?
No. Sorry. I digress.
Doug Briggs, seen Steve Richards, didn't care for what you had to say about him, but didn't want to rip you, and then proceeded to rip you. It's okay. We can't be everything to everyone.
That's it exactly. Steve can say whatever he wants to say.
He does a great job on YouTube.
Yeah.
Steve, if you ever watch this, we think you do a great job training salespeople on YouTube.
Actually, what was funny, we've only mentioned
done one
video, and you subscribed shortly thereafter, so I don't know.
No, we appreciate what you do. It's all good. If people want to rip us, they can rip us. It's A-okay.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's all good. I still can't get over this Dogecoin. All right. Anyway, back to the markets.
Well, what is it? Pacifica coin?
No, Dad. It's a dog on a coin. Dogecoin. It's a dog.
Oh, it's a dog. And people buy that?
It's worth $127 billion.
Until?
It gets hacked.
Okay.
Back to the markets. Let's stay on topic at least somewhat here.
Okay.
So we had prices up 1.6%,
Yes.
1.2%, 1.34% overall.
Yes.
Breaking it out by segments. What the heck's been going on with compact cars?
Apparently, they're in, like everything else, they're in high demand and short supply. And because of that, well, compact cars only went up 2.3%.
They've been the
week
biggest.
over week.
They've been the
Oh,
biggest
yes.
week over week.
Yes.
It's been
Yes.
insane.
That and subcompact cars. Yeah, that's the two fastest rising car segments for price valuations,
Which is
and
crazy.
wholesale.
Which is crazy because I remember when we were doing this, I don't know, back during all these times.
Yes.
And it was like the changes in subcompact and compact cars was kind of the least. It was
Yeah.
it was actually more trucks. Like I know we haven't really discussed that, Dad, but I'm surprised that the price increases have been more amongst cars than not trucks. Because we've seen demand for trucks be higher and outpace cars for the longest time. But in these reports, it's showing cars, and specifically compact cars and
Yes.
subcompact cars
Yes.
are buoying the market. Kind of strange,
Yes.
don't you think?
It's probably the most affordable of the pre-owned.
Do you think
cars.
that's probably what's
Yes.
impacting it then?
Yeah, because, well, people are looking for affordable, and there really is no such thing at the moment.
It is interesting though because it's subcompact even in the SUV space as well. So we
Yes.
saw this big push, and we've seen it for years. I mean, you used to work at a mini dealership, and you'd say that people love buying minis once gas prices started to go up.
Yes.
And I guess gas prices have been going up.
Yes, we're gonna notice that dramatically on our drive back starting a week from Friday.
So do you think that that's partly why we're seeing the increase in subcompacts?
It could be.
Yeah.
I just think we're seeing an increase in it because they're the least expensive crossovers that are available, and they're getting bid up at the auctions. Like everything's getting bid up at the auctions.
I mean, when was the last time you talked to Chip?
A week ago.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And one of the conversations we had today, that when I asked Laura, I said, when exactly was it that cars became an appreciating asset? Because they've never been that before.
Yeah.
And she corrected me. She said, no, they are appreciating assets every spring.
Yeah.
Typically, we see prices because it's seasonal. But no, we've never seen it where you can have a 2-year-old car that you can sell for more than what it's sold for new. That we haven't seen before.
For sure. All right, let's hit on some of the headlines in the industry as well. Then we can open up phone lines and work on some car deals with folks. How's that sound?
It sounds good to me. That's what I live for.
Homepage of Automotive News. Ford suspends more F-150 Explorer output over chips.
Go figure.
It's the headline updated 2 hours ago. Let's take a quick peek.
Yes, and that was one of the things that we discussed with the good folks from Black Book today, is that between the foam shortage, the semiconductor chip shortage, the rubber shortage, it's just having a disastrous impact on the production of new vehicles.
Here you go, right here.
Right where? Oh. What's it say? In a memo to employees obtained by Automotive News and confirmed with the company, Ford said the Chicago and Flat Rock, Michigan plants, as well as both F-150 and transit van sides of its Kansas City, Missouri plant, will be down the weeks of May 3rd through the 10th.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I guess there's no stopping and seeing anything being produced on our ride back.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that week.
Flat Rock, which builds the Mustang, and Chicago Assembly, which builds the Explorer and Lincoln Aviator crossovers, have been idled since the week of April 12th.
Oh, great.
Kansas City has been idled since the 19th.
Yeah, so that gives you some indication. And trust me, plants don't make money when they're idle.
Wow, this is super interesting. The company also noted that various powertrain and stamping plants would have to adjust their operating patterns to match what's happening at the assembly plants they serve. Wow. Source additional parts, yeah. So what's interesting about reading this article on Automotive News, and then, like my dad and I have said, we talked with VPs over at Blackbook this morning, is remember Laura said this. She said, I do my calls each week with people in the industry, aka people that work for Ford and whatnot. And she said that last week, one of the calls she had, someone literally was just like, they threw their hands up and they said, we don't know when it's going to be better. We don't know. We keep saying soon or next month, next quarter, next year. We don't know.
They don't know.
So
Nobody knows.
As a car buyer, the impact here is, don't be a buyer, be a seller. I mean, that's really what the name of the game is.
Yeah. If you don't need to buy a car right now, new or used, you're in a better position than somebody who finds themselves where they have to buy a car.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, so why don't we touch on a couple of little things that we're working on, then we can open up phone lines, or if you have a vehicle that you're working a car deal on right now, put the VIN in the chat.
Yes.
Or email it over, Zach, Z-A-C-H, at yourautoadvocate.com. We can pull it up. We can try and help on the stream here tonight as well. But why don't we show some of the stuff that we're working on? I think I shared this with you the other day, Pops, but now I've got it in this.
You don't share with me.
So this is just a mock-up. So this is something that we're going to be working on. So we're going to add like incentives available on the vehicles, and then when you click on that, the thing will slide out. So we got a couple designs that we're working on, but this is one that the team showed me most recently. Skylar's in the house. Thank you, Skylar, for being here.
Hey, Skylar, good to have you here, buddy.
Cash and financing options will show as available. And then if we have a particular option, whoops, where'd it go?
I don't know.
We'll just use this. Oh, and then on the out-the-door price calculator, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, you can view the incentives here as well.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah, and then you'll be able to actually select them.
So this is, as I like to refer to it, the Jenga of
and then you can apply them.
Of incentives and the stackability.
And then if you have your trade-in, you can actually put your trade-in here, which you can use. We'll be able to pull in the black book trade-in values.
Gosh.
And then if you owe anything, you can see it's a mock-up because I don't think amount owing makes sense. I think it's like amount owed, but whatever. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And then
how about loan payoff?
You'll be involved in helping us actually build this.
I think they call that the payoff.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to do some user testing.
Or the amount owing.
I don't know. Anyway, at the end of the day, what we're working on is you'll actually be able to put the incentives in here.
Yes.
And your trade and your loan payoff.
Oh my
and
God.
Get your total out the door.
Jeez.
Really proud
And the
of
only
us.
thing we can hope is that, well, it's somewhat accurate.
No, come on, man.
No, as far as some of the state fees, we're not as up to date with some of the state fees.
Do you not know what we're working on?
You don't share with me.
There's
is
this
there a
company
meeting this weekend that maybe we'll be able to?
There's
be able
this
to
company.
Share with me? Yeah, a company.
Have we really not talked to you about this?
No, you don't. You just say, "Hey, perform like a seal. Get on live stream." And then you feed me some fish, and that's it. We're done.
I'm stuff. We'll run your VIN in a second here. What the heck was that? Dogecoin and seal jokes. What is going on here? There's this company that's called 564.
We're not clubbing any seals, so we're good.
It's called 564. We, if I'm not mistaken, we either just signed our contract with them or we're about to.
Oh my God!
They do the tax title DMV stuff for dealerships.
So.
Hey, if anyone wants to know, this is like what we're paying them and stuff. But anyway, yeah. So like it'll be exactly penny perfect.
Oh my good, I love it.
Maybe you should sit in on some more meetings. Okay.
You don't invite me. Which, by the way, is perfectly fine with me.
So let's see if we can help Stuff so far.
Yeah.
Or Stuff here, and then we got Scott Whaling as well. And then after that, let's open up phone lines. But let's see if we can help first.
I am your beck and call, buddy. Whatever it is you tell me to do, that's what I do.
You're my seal. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, well, you know.
All right, Pop. So we ran Stuff. So Stuff saying, so far I got a $20,000 quote. Is that a good deal? So I ran this. It's a Mazda 3. It's a used Mazda 3.
Yeah, it's been on the lot for 36 days. But honestly, today, in today's world, in today's market, with the shortage of cars, aging policies are...
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
In the New York City area.
Yeah, which?
No, we're north of New York City. No, we're in the New York City area.
That's the New York City area.
There's only 5 similar 2019 Mazda 3 Preferreds for sale right now.
Well, yeah.
That's crazy.
That indicates the shortage and why prices are what they are, and why you can throw aging policies out the window. As far as, is that going to be as motivating a factor as it has been in the past?
So the first thing I'm thinking of, Pops, because we say there's a $300 discount here potentially.
Yeah,
I kind of want to run this through Black Book.
You could.
Shall we?
Okay. Yeah,
I'm a seal. I'm at your back. All right. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think I feel good about that.
Well, get used to it.
All right. Let's see. Value my trade.
Yeah.
So how many miles were on this? 23,411, and we're in the great state of
New York.
So let me copy that.
By the way, is everybody smashing the like button? Because everybody did a great job.
Did you see it slide?
I did not. I was busy pitching. Everybody did a great job last Saturday. I want to thank you, everybody, because the goal was 1,000 likes and we could go pee. And I want you to know that we got very close on Saturday night, but when I checked earlier today, we were at 1,365 likes for that video with with close to 11,000 views.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm stuffed. So you've got a $20,000 quote. I'm thinking, Pops, I ran that back in here.
That seems to be like a good deal, doesn't it?
I mean, in all honesty, Black Book says, and let's run it through Carvana too, because it's always interesting to see what they would pay for it right now as well. But Black Book has you at a trade-in valuation anywhere from 16 to 21.
Yeah.
Retail should be anywhere from 20,000 to 24.5.
Okay, so you're at the bottom end of the spectrum when it comes to the retail.
So that
seems in today's world, based on what we know.
PPI though, right? Before anything.
Well, yeah, of course, but based in this world as we know it now, that seems to be a pretty good deal.
Let's see what Carvana would pay for it.
That doesn't necessarily mean it's as good a deal as it would have been 6 months ago, or
it's a good deal now. Yeah. What do you think Carvana's going to pay for it?
19.3.
19.3?
Yeah.
All right. What color was this?
It was red.
Red.
It was still red.
Was it all-wheel drive?
I don't know.
Let me pull up the VDP real quick. I always find this so fascinating when we do this.
I'm glad you find it fascinating.
Do you not find it fascinating?
Drive. All-wheel drive.
Do you find it fascinating?
Oh God, I can't recall the last time I was this fascinated.
Are you messing with me?
Could be.
Let's see. Does it have navigation? I'm curious. No.
Okay, good.
No accidents. Nothing stopping you from driving. No.
Make sure you click the right things.
It's in pretty great 2+. Neither. All right, let's see. You say 19.3. I'm going to say 18.9. Because people are saying it's softening up out there.
Yeah, softening up.
Wow. That seems considerably...
Yeah.
So let's actually humor me. I'm the director here. You can't.
I don't have much choice.
You don't know how to use the computer.
You got your fingers all over the computer.
You don't know how to do it, so that's okay. Let's see, because someone mentioned Vroom had a much higher offer. So I wonder if we are starting to see people pulling back, these major dealer groups pulling back. If that's the case, what impact do you think that's going to have on the market then?
The correction could be around the corner, but I don't really think we're going to see a correction.
Because the correction's kind of dependent on the new car supply coming back, right?
Yes. And we're not going to see that for a while.
Till like the end of the year.
And it's like, the big players, they're the ones that have money, and they just want to keep...
but maybe this is a sign
they want to own all the inventory.
But maybe this is a sign that they don't have as deep of pockets as we thought.
Oh, I find that hard to believe. Their pockets be pretty deep.
I mean, but... All right, let me give them all my info.
Yeah, so they can
call me. They call you.
Good.
Vroom calls,
them.
man.
Yeah.
They call a lot.
We're getting our price. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
What? What is going on? Change the title of the stream to what is going on at Carvana, Dogecoin.
They were thinking.
Look at that. That's a 3.
They were thinking it should have been a specific coin.
Dad.
Yeah, that's a $3,000 difference.
Hey, look, you're right here.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah.
$3,000 difference.
Yes. Keep checking, everybody. You keep checking. So
let's try shift.
So, well, I was going to say the gentleman that had an offer at $20,000.
Buy that thing.
Yeah, already he knows he's got a $787 profit if he just wants to buy it for $20 and sell it for $20,781. Of course, he's going to lose out on the tax, but hey, you can't have everything.
All right, I'm not going to worry about shift right now.
Good.
Yeah, I can't believe that, Pops.
Yeah.
All right, let's do another one.
Okay.
We got another VIN from Jeff Jackson. I don't know what Jeff's trying to do with this car, but let's run it back in the market price report and see what's going on.
What's it say?
Or do I give it back to? Oh, it must be a lease return. Jeff, what's the mileage on that?
Yeah,
and we'll run it.
And a state and whatever
give us
else
something.
it is
Give us something.
Yeah, give us all the info we need to be able to assist.
All right, Henrique says, Dad, Zach, is this dirty cheap Ford Focus ST worth $9,000 with 150,000 miles? We're about to find out.
Not in my world, but that's just me.
That was actually your comment before. Subcompact cars cheaper. That's why the prices are so inflated.
Yes.
But let's see.
Yes.
But $9,000.
Yeah.
It's listed for $13,750.
Yeah. It's actually got 151,000 miles on it.
Let's take a quick peek at this dealer website.
Yes. And that was the other thing that we found interesting today, that these smaller independent used car dealers are really, really having difficulty getting their hands on cars because they can't bid up to the same prices that the big players like CarMax and Carvana and Vroom are
yeah, no, I mean, we were talking with Jared and Laura about how it's probably going to change the market forever. Yeah. But Henrique, if you've got a $9,000 quote and they've got it listed for $13,750, I mean, there are no other similar vehicles.
Where is it located?
Boston.
Okay.
Get a PPI done on that.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds too good to be true, in all honesty.
Okay. What's Black Book say?
And if it's too good to be true...
It is.
All right, let's see what Black Book says.
It is too good to be true, which means it'll turn out that it's not true.
One of the comments that Black Book made to us today was that higher mileage vehicles...
They're not penalizing them to the same degree as
they used to. Because dealers are paying more for higher mileage vehicles because they need it.
Because they just need to get cars.
Where's Massachusetts? There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Retail's 11 to 14. Henrique, if you've got a $9,000 deal out the door, that sounds...
Even if it's not out the door.
Yeah, even if it's not out the door, that sounds incredible. But get a pre-purchase inspection done.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
And Robert Walsh
what
says...
you want to find out is whether...
Here you go, though, Pops. Beware of prestige. Robert Walsh says, beware of prestige. So if someone in the community knows something about prestige, then there you go.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
Well, I was right.
Rick Hayden says, my wife sells cars at a local Toyota dealer. They have a lot of cars.
They're one of the few.
Yeah, seriously. Why don't we take a couple phone calls here? Let's see if anyone wants to...
I told you, whatever it is you want me to do,
No, I get it, Dad. You've expressed that multiple times. You direct that.
No, you're the director. I'm just a talent.
Oh my God. Let's open up phone lines, see if we can help anyone who wants to call in.
Okay.
So I'll put the phone number up there.
Okay.
Give me one second here.
Well, we'll give you all the time you need.
Thank you, Bob.
We're not going anywhere.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to call in, we can help you with the car deal over the phone as well.
Or we could certainly try.
Yeah, you can see us by now, you know.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Jeff wants to know if he needs to give it back to the bank. Jeff, if you've got a leased vehicle, it's your decision if you want to pay for it at the residual value or if you want to.
This is one of the few times that I've ever seen where most leases that are coming back right now are worth more than what their residual value is. So that doesn't happen often.
Hey, you're on with Your Auto Advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
Oh, hey, my name is Ashok. I'm from New Jersey. How are you?
Hey, Ashok. I feel like we've talked once before.
Yes, we have.
Fantastic. Good to hear from you. What's going on?
I have a question. So, in a lease, you can purchase the vehicle for the residual value. Does the dealer get to buy it at the same price, or do they get a discount from the manufacturer?
They get a discount from the lease company.
Yeah, Ari put out a video, Dad. Have you watched Ari's video about lease residual payoffs?
No.
Ashok, have you?
I've watched Ari's videos. I didn't particularly watch the video about how they buy it. I just didn't know what the discount was in terms of the residual value.
I mean, do you know what it is, Dad, usually? Is it a couple points? Or?
I don't know what it is usually. They adjust it to the dealers, at least many did, to what the market value was. Okay, it was a market-based payoff for the dealer. Okay, but market conditions being what they are, being able to buy it at residual even for the dealer might be a bargain compared to what the real actual market value might be.
Gotcha.
Even for the dealer. Yeah. So.
Oh, it's just interesting to know how they get it, as if sometimes I may be interested to buy the lease out and then sell it privately. So I always wonder, like, which one would pay out more money.
This could be one of the cases where you can buy it at the residual value, and it could be worth considerably more than residual value in today's market. And dealers would kill to get their hands on a quality lease return at the moment, and pay dearly for it.
So
let's so Ashok, thanks for calling in, thanks for asking. We'll take the next phone call here, but I actually want us to watch Ari's video while we're on the line. Have a good one, Ashok. Thanks for calling in. I actually want to watch Ari's video while we're on tonight, because I think it'll be super helpful. And we love Ari. We adore Ari.
No, I know that. Yeah, that's fine.
Let's do that right now.
Cuts down interacting with our community, but that's okay. Put it on.
All right, phone lines are going back open. Dad says no. Dad says no. Phone lines are back open.
Maybe we should preview it before we just show it.
It's come up on multiple conversations I've had with folks asking us about Ari's take and about the different residual values. So I think it will be helpful.
Okay, cool.
Hey, you're on with Your Auto Advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
My name is Scott. I'm from Medford, Long Island, New York, and I have a story for you guys.
Okay, it's story time, ladies and gentlemen.
With Scott.
Okay, I was actually looking to purchase a motorcycle recently, and I used your automobile templates, and I modified them, obviously, for a motorcycle purchase.
I would hope, yes.
Shotgunned it out to 6 dealers. 3 got back to me. 1 wanted full list, plus, everything, freight and prep, and the whole 9 yards.
Uh-huh.
2 came in. 2 others came back. 1 was a mid-grade good deal, and the last one came in at, and I bought a Japanese motorcycle, so you understand the list price on the motorcycle was $79.95.
Okay.
Okay, the invoice on the motorcycle I was able to find was right around $7,300.
Okay.
I actually found a deal at $69.99. And I was able to get freight and prep at $300, which gave them roughly a $200 deal.
Wow, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I took your further advice, and because you guys don't do motorcycle warranties, I found Discount ESP that did motorcycle warranties, and I've ended up getting, because the motorcycle comes with a 1-year unlimited mileage, I ended up extending it to 5 years, unlimited mileage, and I got that with the tire and wheel included for $1,000.
Wow, very good.
Kudos to you.
I think Scott deserves the Ray Shefska motorcycle stamp of approval. but we haven't updated the stamp, so it's just a stamp of approval.
I just want you to know that your templates work in more than one industry.
That's awesome. That's
Wow.
really great to know,
Yeah.
Scott. Thanks for sharing
Well,
that.
now
with us.
we have to become your motorcycle advocate, and then we can become your boat advocate. Yeah.
And then your
recreational
Dogecoin.
vehicles in general. I mean, that's what it was. A 2020. It wasn't a 2021.
That's fine.
But when I rolled out of the dealership on Long Island here, it literally had 0 miles on it.
Hey, well, good for you.
Yeah,
Thanks
you
for
did
calling in,
great.
Scott, and letting us know. I'm going to now show where the email templates are back in the website and also where you can get that self-quote on the VSC. So you teed me up nicely for that. Thank you.
Good job, Scott.
Thank you, and thanks
You can,
for
you
the,
can
the
fill
hard
in for
work.
me if I'm ever under the weather, okay?
And thanks for the hard work. It's greatly appreciated.
It's our pleasure.
See you, Scott.
Let's thank Bubba.
Bye.
All right, so yes, Bubba, thank you for the donation. Hope to be wearing my Knowledge is Power shirt soon. Love it, Bubba.
Yes.
Absolutely love it.
I
And yes,
feel bad for not wearing mine today.
it's all good, Pops. So I'm going to share my screen. So this is the video I do want us to watch eventually, but we can come back to that. So Scott mentioned the email templates. So when you
Yes.
run a VIN in the
Yes.
market price report,
Yes.
you can then click on email templates. You can request the out the door price. You can do, if you're doing leasing as well, we've got templates for that. And then, Dad, I think I've talked to you about this. Yeah, so on our staging website, so this will be coming out like next week.
Yeah.
It's already on the staging website, so it actually will be coming out soon.
It's
now
not next spring.
on the vehicle protection tab, so
Yeah.
this is where we sell the extended warranties, the vehicle service contracts. We make our $500 when you buy from us, which we greatly appreciate.
Yes.
But what you'll be able to do is not only will you be able to self-quote, say, okay, I want to buy this for 10 years at 100,000 miles, you can schedule a call to meet with Kimberly, who Aaron in the chat mentioned got a VSC from you guys, had a bad CVT experience and never want to go through that again. Just wanted to say thanks to you, Kimberly, and the gang for making it easy to do. Yeah, Kimberly's fantastic.
Very cool.
But let's say you don't want to talk to Kimberly or anyone.
Yes.
You can actually just click on buy coverage now. And have I shown you this? So you put in the details about the car you bought.
Yes.
So you bought it last week for
Yes.
$12,000.
Okay.
You put in your info.
Yeah. Do you have an address?
This is my new address.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. You put your address in, and then
Yeah.
you get the whole contract right here, and you can, if it loads.
Review it and sign it.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's on staging. Doesn't look
Yeah.
like it's loading, but you get the gist of it.
Yes.
You'll be able to do the whole thing yourself, which we're super proud of. So that'll be coming soon. So if you actually want to purchase one, you've got a reputable source to do it. You know what we
And
make.
that
Yeah.
should be in the spring of 2022 or next week, whichever comes sooner.
Whichever comes sooner.
Yeah.
All right, we'll open the phone lines back up. There you go, Pops. Just thought you'd find that pretty
No,
interesting.
every time you iterate, it's all just wonderful improvements to make people's lives easier.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
give you some leverage when you're at the dealership,
Yes,
ideally.
yes. I saw a comment the other day from a community member, and they said, "Hey, if we can find the VSC cheaper than yours, is yours negotiable?" And I didn't answer him, but I would think the answer would be no.
Yeah.
Everybody pays the same $500 over our cost.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty simple.
You're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where you from? What can we do to help?
Are you speaking into the phone? Because we can't. We can faintly hear you.
No, that was us talking in the background, Dad.
Oh,
Hello?
Hey there.
Oh, hi. Nestor Rivera here from Brooklyn, New York. How are you?
What was your name, sir?
Nestor?
Nestor?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for calling in, Nestor. How can we help you?
Yeah, I've been listening to you guys for about a year now. I've been watching you guys on YouTube, and I really, really love your show.
Well, thank
I
you.
actually have a question for your father. I'm looking for a CRV, a 2021, and I noticed that Honda has a special 0% financing. The question is, I called Honda directly, and I asked them if I apply online, will I know my rate ahead of time? And they told me no, that this will go to the dealer. The question is, I've already got three deals lined up from different Honda dealerships. So the question is, will they tell me what interest rate I qualify for? My credit is above 830. I have no debt. So I'm looking to get 0% financing. Will the dealer let me know if I qualify ahead of time?
When you go into a dealership and you allow them to run a credit check, they're obligated by law to let you know what your credit scores are. So they have to have you sign a form, one for yourself and one for the dealership, stating that they reviewed that with you. Once it shows that you have your tier 1, then Honda's approval would be based on your tier 1 standing. And if you need to be tier 1 or tier 2 in order to take advantage of the 0% financing, as long as you've been approved through Honda, they would give you that.
So the dealer's not going to come back and say, hey, you qualify for 2.9. They're obligated to tell me that I qualify for the 0% financing.
They're obligated to let you know what your credit score is once they've run your credit. And if your credit, and then all you have to do is say to them, okay, tier 1 or tier 2, what tier do you have to be to qualify for the 0% financing? And they'll tell you. Because they know it's available. You can go on Honda's national website, and it'll tell you what the offers are, what the financing specials are, and so the local dealership will tell you whether or not you qualify. And if you have a credit score over 800, you're going to qualify.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome.
Question?
Yeah, go for it, Nestor.
So the second question is, so I went to 3 dealerships here in New York City, and I'm getting the same price for the 2021 CRV EX all-wheel drive.
Uh-huh.
They're all coming about $28,500. the discount according to the prices that I'm getting, it's about $1,500 below MSRP.
Okay.
And this is, I went through TrueCar. Can I get a lower price? I mean, I know you guys always say TrueCar is not the real price, but the dealers that I visited, they're not willing to come down.
Well, then you just answered your own question.
I mean, Nestor, I guess I would just say, like, when you become a TrueCar lead, and Dad, maybe you can comment on this, like, you're a TrueCar lead. So maybe one of our recommendations would be back on the Your Auto Advocate website, use the email template, shotgun them out like Scott, the previous caller, did. See what you can get by just coming in as a quote-unquote fresh up, and also doing it towards the end of the month is not a bad idea as well.
And we're getting towards the end of the month, and one thing to say for TrueCar, the dealers, when they are TrueCar dealers, they set up every model and what the discount's either going to be off of MSRP or how much over invoice. That's the way the dealers set it up within the TrueCar application that's available. So these dealers are just obligated to show you what they've told TrueCar they're willing to offer. Now, that doesn't mean you can't work one against the other and see if one wants to do slightly better than the other to earn your business.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what I'm trying to do. Thanks very much. Yeah, I actually did use the templates, so
Good.
I got a dealer to go down $500
Well,
so
good.
far. So,
Good.
but I'd probably wait till the end of the month.
Exactly.
I'll get back to you guys if I'm successful at the end of the month. Thank you very much for taking my call. I do appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks,
you, Nestor. We appreciate you taking the time to call in.
Okay, bye-bye.
Good night.
Hey, so we got a couple really good live chat questions, Pop. So
Yeah.
let's take the headphones off. Let's answer some of those if that's okay, because there's some really, I think, topical stuff for everyone. Talk about engaging the community. Let's
Yeah.
do that here.
Okay.
So we've got SA84SC with a nice $10 donation.
Well, thank you
sir.
very much for that.
I'm taking the team out to dinner this weekend. We will put that towards it. So thank you.
Yes.
Okay, let me find it. There were a few I saw here, Pops.
Okay.
Okay, this is from CGWJY122.
Yeah.
Just bought a truck and took your advice and had a local dealer do a pre-purchase inspection. They gave it a clean bill of health. And less than 3 weeks later, blown head gasket. Any recourse against the dealership?
Not really, because it would be impossible to know that the head gasket's going to blow.
Don't most, even with used cars, don't dealerships offer some sort of like 90-day warranties? Like I know CarMax does, for
Most
example.
offer some type of powertrain warranty.
Yep.
Whether or not that would cover a head gasket, it could be an exclusion.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. But yes, most offer some type of merchantability warranty.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, if the car passed a pre-purchase inspection, then this was unexpected.
Yeah.
But I would see if they had some sort of warranty. I remember
Yes.
distinctly on a lot of dealer websites.
Yeah, most offer something, unless it was a vehicle that's higher mileage and they sold it absolutely 100% as is. But I don't know if you signed. You would know what you, or should know what you signed for when you did all your final docs with the dealership.
But I would definitely check and see if there was some sort of
there very well could
merchantability
be,
warranty.
yes.
Asks the question, how come days on lot is different when I talk to the dealer? A lot of times I see days plus, but when I talk to the dealers, the vehicle is in transit and he doesn't have it yet. Skylar, thank you for getting back to there. We index dealer websites. So whenever we see a vehicle listed for sale on a dealer website, that's day number 1. It's on the
Yes.
lot. If it's there again the next day, that's day number 2. There again the next day, day number 3.
And a lot of dealers will put in transit vehicles where they've received the VIN number and they've received the invoice for it already. They'll put those cars on their websites even though the car is not there yet. That's why the days on lot could be off slightly.
And Jason gets a shout out as well. Yes, I saw his 90-day warranty comment. Spot on.
Cool.
Joseph wants to know if we can sell warranties in Massachusetts. We cannot still.
Yes.
Mike says, since I recently discovered your channel, is there an order in which your videos should be viewed to correspond to the shopping and buying process from start to finish? Pops, we talked about this morning.
There's a 4-step process.
There's a 4-step program. You were giving me hanging on me there.
Well, I didn't mean to leave you hanging, but people wanted to know about what's Delco, and that stands for Delaware County, which is outside of Philadelphia.
No, Ken.
Ken, stop it.
No.
No.
Ken.
Ken, you know what that means? We're going to have to invite you out here this weekend.
Ken is like one of the longest standing YAA supporters,
members, community
champions.
He's just really a big part of the community, and what he does every day with comments and engaging with other community members, that's certainly payment enough. You don't have to, even though we appreciate it, Ken. Don't ever do that again, please.
On the red eye now. Ken, you are banned from donating, but you are welcome to stay with us here in Vegas.
It's a 4-bedroom house. There's 2 bedrooms that have not been slept in yet.
Thank you, Ken.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yes. And I'll see if I can change the reservation to add one more to the
If you do want to support us in our work, we appreciate the donations. Becoming a YAA member using the tools is also greatly appreciated. Yes. And to the gentleman who asked about the videos, if you click on the step buying guide, we broke it out into 4 steps with videos and then also like integrating into the tools. So take a peek there. Ken, that was incredible.
And can I say one thing? Stuff. He owns a rental house in Upper Darby, which is in Delaware County. Now, Upper Darby happens to have the Tina Fey's favorite pizza place, which would be Pika's. I'm sure Stuff knows that. Shumpy's from, I guess, is that Clifton Heights that you're from, Shumpy? And if it is, well, my father, when he had his vending machine business, had a building in Clifton Heights that he built so that we could take care of all the machines. And
very cool.
Yeah.
Hey, so I want to address something Michael John says here. Should I pay a diminished value claims company $325 to help? My car needs $6,300 of repairs due to another driver's fault.
Well, I would say if there was $6,300 in repairs, typically that would have a negative impact as to the value of the car. In today's world, that negative impact is not quite as negative as it had been in the past. But yes, there would still be some diminished value involved. If you pay them $325 and they get you $326 in diminished value, then you're $1 ahead of where you started. If they get you $3,000 in diminished value from the other insurance company, then you're $2,675 ahead. So you tell me.
Yeah, the answer is yes. So I will tell you, Dad, the answer is yes. There you go, Michael.
I like people to make their own decisions.
I was just like waiting for you to say yes.
That way I'm not responsible if the stuff doesn't quite work.
Last week we got $100 donation. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
Last week from Miami. Yeah.
Ken's given $100.
Yeah.
Maybe we're in the wrong business, Dad, because we try and sell this. We have our memberships, right?
Yeah.
You know, we try and maybe we should just like. Nah. All right, we'll stick with it. But thank you, Ken. I can't get over that.
Yes.
Steven wants to know, do you think it's a better time to use online websites to buy, i.e. Carvana, Vroom, CarMax? Or are dealerships still potentially the better money-saving route to go?
Dealerships are still potentially the better money-saving route. If you value time over money,
yep.
If you factor in how much time is involved in trying to buy a car and you don't want to spend a lot of your time doing that, then CarMax or Carvana or Vroom might be the way for you to go.
Or when we have the concierge service again.
But we don't at the moment. Or when we have the concierge service. But until then, if you don't want to be bothered with the aggravation of doing all this, then you'll pay a little more going to Carvana or CarMax. But your experience might be a tad more pleasant because nobody's trying to play any games with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Vamp for a second, Pops. I want to see. I sent you an email earlier. I don't know if I'll be able to pull this up on the stream.
Yeah, that one. And then you asked me to make some comments about a.
I'm just trying to see if there doesn't seem to be any. It's up at the top, but if I scroll here, we're fine.
Well, I hope.
Yeah. All right. So here's what we'll do. I think we're good. We'll start here. So I want to share my screen. We had a YAA community member, because we're talking about CarMax. We're talking about these online digital dealerships. We had a community member send in to us his buyer's order.
Yes.
This is a CarMax.
Just a tad. or scroll. Yeah, so get to a little further.
There you go.
Right there. So that way you can at least, we can see on the left-hand side what the vehicle is that the person is buying.
Yep.
The exact miles and the VIN number.
So this is what you get if you buy a car from CarMax.
If you buy a pre-owned car from CarMax. Now, I know you're saying
They have a couple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So I just want to kind of walk through this so that everyone can see, because this is, I mean, if you're like literally, if you're going to buy a car, this is what you're going to see.
This is the most detailed
Document.
buyer's order I've ever seen.
Really?
Yes.
So let's
Yes.
run through it. What are you looking for, Dad?
Well, you're looking for the base price.
So you got
That's the
base
first
price
thing.
up
Yeah,
here.
yeah. That's the first thing you're looking for. And then you want to see if there's any accessories.
No
And in this
accessories.
case, there's no accessories, so there's no nothing to add in that column. Now, additional charges, it lists the Tennessee title fee, the Tennessee registration fees, the Tennessee sales tax, business license tax, temporary tag fee, Tennessee plate mail fee. It lists, it gives you a breakdown of every fee.
Who we're working with to build this into our out-the-door price calculator, let me go to one really quick, has that level of specificity as well. So on this out-the-door page,
Yes.
soon enough, you'll be able to actually see all the fees just like
Cool.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
which will be nice. See,
Yes.
at every fee.
Yes.
Those are not negotiable.
No.
No, 'cause
No,
those are
and
state government
those are
fees
state
and
and
taxes.
government fees. Now, here's the thing that I like the best. See number 5, trade allowance. So, total trade credit amount, how much they're allowing for your trade. Okay, amount of trade in to buyer. Okay.
So you're talking A and then B, yeah.
Yeah. So A is if there's equity, does the buyer want some of it back? If typically it'll just say, like, for instance, number C, discharge of lien on trade-in. That's a fancy way of saying the payoff.
Okay.
Okay, so that's where the payoff goes. And then D shows you whether you have equity in that trade and whether it's being applied as
5A minus 5B minus 5C, yep.
Yes. So this is such a handy breakdown as to how they do it, so there should be no question as to if you have equity, if you have negative equity,
Yep.
how much is getting rolled in.
Yep.
Yes.
So two things. One is,
Yes.
I'm thinking back to Ken for a second. Can we add an additional 100 likes for the $100 that Ken gave us? I think that's a fun gimmick that we should.
I think it
We
is.
should run with.
Yeah,
So at
yeah.
this moment,
Yes.
So this will be 100 likes in Ken's honor, is essentially what I'm thinking.
Okay, I
At
like
this moment,
that.
we're at 121 likes.
Okay.
So we need to get to 221 likes.
Yeah, let's do smash
In
that
Ken's
damn
honor.
like button.
Then the other thing I want to call
Yeah.
out here is we had the gentleman who bought his vehicle recently.
Yeah.
And then the head gasket
Yes.
broke on him.
Yes.
Here's what we're talking about. Warranties are different than
Yeah.
vehicle service contracts, but
Yes.
here's what CarMax offers. This
Yeah.
vehicle is covered by CarMax's limited warranty for 90 days or 4,000 miles, whichever comes first.
Yes.
The limited warranty is part of this contract. Please read the limited warranty for more details.
Yeah.
So you actually have a warranty from the seller of the vehicle.
If it's a
I'm just using CarMax as an example.
yes,
The dealership
yes.
you bought it
if
from
you're
might
buying
not.
it, if you're buying it from a private individual, you've got
Oh, no.
nothing. Yeah.
The only people who can actually give warranties are the OEM, the original
Yes,
equipment manufacturer,
yes.
and the person selling it.
Yes.
I can assure you no private party salesperson. But anyway, okay, so then you have the limitations of warranties. Mike, not as much as Ken, but
Yeah.
I hope it helps.
Yes. Well, it does help. Every penny counts.
I'd give more, but I'm saving for my next car. Yes, save for
Yes.
the car. Your videos along with Kevin Hunter have been quite helpful. Whatever I save in this process, I'll pay forward. The only way
bless
to
you.
pay it forward,
Yeah.
just tell someone to hop on the internet. and
Yes.
be their own advocate. But thank you for that, Mike. That's
Yeah.
very thoughtful. So let's keep going through here, Pops. What else is on here? So this person's paying cash, for example. I just want to make sure.
It lets you know. Go scroll back up. It lets you know if there's any safety recalls, and they advise you to get those safety recalls handled as quickly as possible after you purchase the vehicle.
They've got a 7-day return
Well,
policy.
now it's 30-day.
Odometer, unless otherwise indicated, the odometer mileage listed is
Yeah.
payments made towards purchase of the vehicle, ID authorization, privacy policy,
Yeah.
used car buyer's guide.
Yeah, these are all bits of information on the back of the buyer's order that nobody reads.
That's why I'm trying to do it here, so that people
yes,
get some exposure
yes.
to it.
Yes. So, and because the finance guy will just say, or gal will say, sign here, and 99.9% of the people will without ever reading it.
So I think I sent this to you. Yep.
Yes,
and I said,
and my response was,
Obviously, the first thing that you want to check is to make sure that the name and address are correct, make sure the proper vehicle being purchased is the one listed on the buyer's order, and that the VIN is correct and the miles listed are what actually appear on the odometer. Then make sure that the agreed upon selling price is correct. Make sure if there are accessories added that the total is listed on the buyer's order. Double check all fees and make sure they are legit. And finally, review the math to make sure that everything adds up correctly. If you are a lawyer, read the entire document. Otherwise, do what millions have done before and just sign where they tell you to sign. All right.
Yeah, that's what happens.
No, I know, but I feel like it's partly our responsibility to call out specific
Yes,
areas
because
that you should look at.
part of what you're signing is if there are issues, everything is.
No, Ken,
Stop it.
Ken. How do we donate back to you, Ken?
Yeah, well, I guess
Become a member 5 times with fake emails.
you know what we're gonna have. We're gonna have to make it a point.
Where do you live again, Ken?
He lives in the York, Pennsylvania area.
We're gonna have to go buy you dinner, man.
Yeah. You know, and
Like a nice dinner.
And I don't know exactly when, because we get back into the Maryland area on the 8th of May, which is a Saturday, and we're hoping to get back to the Jersey Shore by the 11th.
We got to take him to this. This looks fancy.
The Left Bank Restaurant.
Brandon Connor with the $10 donation. Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah.
I mean, this looks expensive.
Okay.
Is it expensive enough for Ken?
Oh,
Fine dining.
Okay, I'm in for fine dining.
Let's just make sure it's very expensive.
Okay. It's on George Street.
George Street. That's a nice street.
Last time I checked. Should we take Ken to a Revs game?
We're taking you to a York Revolution game. Ken.
Yeah.
All right. Well, their menu's not loaded.
Where on somebody's Instagram,
yeah,
I believe is a picture of Zach throwing out the first pitch at a York Revolution game.
Yes, indeed.
And it was a great picture.
Wow.
Yeah. Ken, we'll have to be in touch and coordinate so that we can.
Ken wants crabs. All right.
Okay.
I'll catch you some crabs and we'll steam them.
And that is on the agenda for this summer. To go crabbing several times with my neighbor.
Either we're gonna take a phone call or I want to watch this Ari video. You can choose, Pops.
Do whatever you want to do. I'm just here for the ride, buddy.
What do you guys want? Should we take a phone call? Or Mike Dean, Ken's wallet is setting off the smoke alarms.
Yeah.
Ken is the person bidding up the used car prices.
Yes, right now, yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Should we be watching Ari's video?
Ken lives in Lancaster. Okay.
All right.
Can I say this? I have never been to Lancaster, and I've heard that Lancaster is one of the prettiest places to visit. They do have some good phone call. They do have some good restaurants, so let's do that.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Hey, while we're waiting for a call to come in,
yeah.
I will mention we're still running the survey back at yourautoadvocate.com/NPR. So we're trying to get some more insights into how you want us to build out the product. So if you could take a second to go there, it's 2 questions. We'd really appreciate yourautoadvocate.com/NPR. While we're waiting for that, we've got the phone lines open. So when one comes in, I will hit the green accept button, and we will
we will do our thing
to talk.
Yes. Yeah, maybe Ken should call it.
Honestly, I hope so.
Yeah.
Hey, you're on with Your Auto Advocate. What's your name? Where you from? What can we do to help?
My name's I'm from Chicago. Let me do the Chicago area.
Hey, what was your name? It was kind of hard to hear you.
My name's Ray. I'm south of Chicago, basically.
Ray from south of Chicago.
Yeah, I don't want to take up too much of your time because I want to listen to other people's stuff, but December 2nd, I got into a wreck with a vehicle I'd purchased new off the lot. 500 miles on it, drunk driver had pulled out in front of me. I just wanted maybe to get some thoughts from you guys because I didn't know that, let's say you didn't have gap insurance, that you could actually contact your dealer to get a refund on the warranty and other refunds on things that you paid for at the dealership, and that might be helpful to people out there who have to pay off a loan.
Absolutely, yes. And it was. I'm assuming the car was totaled.
It was a 2019 F-250 Super Duty. I had a snowplow on it. I was doing 55 miles an hour. A guy came flying out of a parking lot. He was DUI at 7:20 in the morning, and my plow flipped his car over, and I walked out with just a cracked vertebra. But that's okay. At least I'm walking. I'm alive and everything.
Sure.
if I hadn't bought that, I had a F-150 before that. It would have been a different story.
Oh my God! Well, we're glad you're okay. And yes, if a vehicle is totaled like that, by all means cancel any of the products that you bought at the time, extended warranties, gap insurance, anything like that, and you will get. In your case, I would imagine you would have gotten 100% refund since the vehicle only had 500 miles on it since you had bought it.
Yeah, usually it's a 60-day complete, refund policy.
Yeah. So, I'm glad you had.
I'll be signing up.
Go ahead.
I'll be signing up to be a member soon. As soon as this new truck buying thing can be done again, because I was looking at the 2021 Ford, the new Tremor. And if not, I'm going to get another 250 Super Duty. But I'll definitely become a member, get the 90-day, and use your guys' tools.
Well, we're here to help any way we can for you.
We appreciate that, Ray. And as Kimberly said, it's called the flat cancel. That's the time you have to actually get all that money. But thanks for calling in and sharing that. I'm so sorry to hear what happened. Glad you're doing okay, all things considered, though.
Yeah, no, it's good. And thank you, guys. I've learned so much from you guys in the past couple months. I'm not going to flop anymore.
We're glad to hear it.
See you, Ray. Thanks so much.
Take care. Bye.
Yeah, good night.
Yeah, that's scary. That's really scary when that stuff happens. Ken's in Stewartstown, PA.
Okay.
All right, I found Amorete. It's got 4 of the dollar signs popped.
It's temporarily closed.
Yeah,
buddy.
but we'll just pay extra to have them open for us.
Just for us.
Just us and Ken.
It's not fine dining. It's fin dining. Fin dining French style.
All right, let's see here. Mike wants to know:
He wants to go to Gunning's Crab House.
All right, that sounds reasonable.
Mike
says, "Are there any?" Oh, here we go. You're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
Hey guys, my name's Mike. I'm from Connecticut. Just jumping on right now. I'm usually here on time, a little late today.
Yeah, appreciate you being here, Mike. Yeah. What can we do for you?
Hey, got an interesting thing going on. I'm looking for. I was on a little bit earlier on one of the other cats, and looking for an F-150. Been looking at the used ones, and I'm in Connecticut. I actually found a 2020 F-150 with only 7 miles on it down in Florida. Not sure. I know they just redid all of the 2021. So wondering, what should I be looking at for pricing?
Let's do this. Let's answer in 2 parts, Ted. In general, what should I be looking at in pricing? And then when I'm contemplating a car from Florida, what should I be thinking about with pricing?
In general, you should run a market price report in order to see how many days the vehicle's been on the lot and things of that nature, which will give us a better idea as to how negotiable the vehicle might be. And being a brand new 2020, it should be pretty negotiable. The bad news, being in Florida, that if you get a really good price, they're going to jack that price up with the dock fee. I don't know anybody in Florida so far that is doing anything with dock fees under $799, and there are dealers that are charging $1,000 or more in dock fees. So when you have those type of crazy dock fees, it allows you to say you're selling the vehicle for less than everybody else because, well, you're making it up with those other fees that are just pure profit.
And that's why we preach out the door.
Also got a caveat on this. My parents actually, they're snowbirds, so they're in Florida. I had my father go and look at it, price it out, and they gave me kind of like an introductional offer, and on there it had the dock fee for $599.
Wow, they must like you.
Must like my dad. They don't jack the price up.
I mean, if you get an OTD and you compare that OTD to local OTDs, now you've got apples to apples. That's one of the benefits of new cars. You've already made, back me up here or disagree with that, but by selecting a new 2020, you've already made the right selection. You're picking a vehicle that's going to be more negotiable than a 2021. So, compare apples to apples, out the door to out the door. And also, we just got to give Twin Peaks Guardians a quick shout out with the $5 donation.
Yes.
Thank you both for everything you do. I never miss a video from you two, which is impressive.
Yes, because
We
nobody
post
does more videos.
a heck of a
than we
lot of
do.
videos.
Yeah.
But Mike, I mean, sounds like you made a good selection. It's just tricky then with transport and making sure it still makes sense.
Are you going to register the car in Florida at your parents' winter address?
That's what I was thinking about, registering it down there. Then I get, I save another probably $1,000, in Connecticut taxes, and then it's registered for 2 years. And the other caveat is I also scoured the internet and I got a private cash offer from Ford for $1,500. So I wonder if I can get the price low and then say, oh, look, I have this private cash offer for $1,500 to add to the final price that we come up with.
If that is directly from Ford, they should be able to utilize that and reduce the price by the $1,500.
But I should bring that out at the end.
The one thing you will have to think about if you do register it in Florida is you're going to have to get Florida insurance on that vehicle.
Okay. Yeah, my parents lived down there, so I would just do whatever they had for a couple of years, and then that would give me 2 years, and then my insurance and registration would be a little bit cheaper.
Well, it sounds like it could be the way to go, my friend.
Mike, the longer you can reach off your parents, the better. I can. We can pick up the call afterwards, and I give you some pointers.
Yeah, he can explain exactly how well that works.
Yeah, you're doing a great job mooching off of Ray. I've been watching you guys for quite a time.
Dude, I'm building the whole business around my dad. It's incredible.
Smart man. All right, thanks, guys. Don't want to take any more time.
Thank you.
Have a great night, Mike.
Yep.
Hey, I'll open phone lines back up. We got a couple comments I want to call out here. James Johnson wants to know if I ask a local dealer, will they do a dealer swap for something further away if it's what I want to purchase? Yes, but you're more likely to negotiate more effectively
on a vehicle that they don't have to get.
Or with that original dealer that has the other vehicle. Someone said, John H. said, you guys got $205. Yeah, because Ken absolutely
because Ken donated 200 of it.
Thank you, Ken. Hey, you're on with Your Auto Advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help? Oh. We got our first dropped call of the night, evidently. We were doing so good. Mm-hmm. Phone lines are open.
Yes.
Sicilian friend wants to know, are new car rebate special financing going to swim with the fishies short term?
Does that mean they're going to go away? No, probably not.
No,
manufacturers are too addicted to them and consumers are too addicted to them for the manufacturers to drop them completely.
Michael wants to know what are our thoughts on getting a Hyundai Palisade calligraphy for $3,500 under the MSRP? Buy it and sell it to Carvana for more.
Yeah. One of the things that was on the Black Book data was that 2-year-old or 1 and 2-year-old Kia Tellurides are selling at wholesale above what the MSRP was when they were new.
So yeah, if you can buy one for $3,500 under,
you're doing great. Hey,
you're on with Your Auto Advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
Hello.
Is this like poor Robert from last week?
Yeah.
It's the same number in California.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
Hello.
We're gonna leave the phone lines open. Unfortunately,
Hello?
whoever's in California can't connect. That's a shame.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, let's see. DDAVNP1. How would car insurance work in 2 states?
It wouldn't. You have to, if your car's insured and if your car's registered in one state, then the automobile insurance has to be for that car and that registration in that state.
Exactly. Well, we're waiting for a call to come in. Let me. I almost spoke too soon.
You did.
Hey, you're on with Your Auto Advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
Hi, my name's Bob. I'm from Englewood, Florida.
Hey, Bob, welcome. How are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you guys doing? Love your show and reading all your stuff. My wife and I are looking to buy a Kia Seltos S, and we have as trade a 2012 Toyota Prius 2 with 74,628 miles on. We were at the dealer today. He offered us $7,000 for our Prius, and an out-the-door price of $17,500. But that included $1,000. He started off with $19.95 for pinstripes and door,
for
protection.
dealer stuff. Yes, yeah.
And nitrogen air-filled tires.
It's an expensive
And he took
pinstripe.
$1,000 off, but he was still, $1,000 for nothing, basically.
Yes.
So we offered him $16,000 in our car out the door, and didn't get anywhere. Just basically ended up saying, okay, we'll think about it, and we were at a stalemate. So any advice for what to do next?
Yeah, the first thing I would do is I would run your car on Carvana and Vroom just to see what kind of offer you might be able to get from them.
We
go ahead.
Yeah, Carvana said 9,000, like 9,100.
Okay.
I don't know how accurate they are. Are they fairly accurate when?
They're accurate.
So when
that price?
when they give you that quote, that's what they want to buy it for.
Okay.
So like if you use Black Book back in your Auto Advocate, that's not a quote to buy it. That's the expectation for what the dealer is going to offer or what the dealer is willing to offer. But if you get something from Carvana, you could sell it to them. So in your situation, you need to think about the sales tax difference. That's the other factor for this. But $2,000 swing should be plenty to cover the sales tax difference.
I would think.
Okay.
Did you share that Carvana offer with the dealer?
We did, and his basically response was, well, I don't think you can get that much from them. So.
Well, if they gave it to you online, they gave it to you.
I sold my car to Carvana.
Yeah, Zach sold his car to Carvana, and so yes, you can get it from them. He just doesn't want to play.
Right.
So perhaps you say, if it were me, I would then go back to them and say, okay, there's no trade involved.
Okay.
What can we do on the pricing of your car? What's the total out the door price of your car without the trade? Get a complete breakdown of all the fees and everything. And if that number is reasonable to you, knowing that you can get $9,100 selling your car to Carvana, and that's easy to do because they'll come and they'll pick it up and they'll bring you a check, or you can take it to one of their locations and drop it off, and they'll take care of everything right there for you. So I would go back to the dealer and work them on an out-the-door price without a trade.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Terrific.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
And Pops Larry R is coming through clutch with the other part of this, which is shop another Kia dealer.
Sure.
Yeah. Sometimes we forget to mention it because it's just what you should do every time. But having multiple dealers involved is the best. Yvonne Gibson, I've learned so much from you since last year. I've made the decision to buy out my Lexus lease. My car is worth $4,000 more than the residual. Thanks so much. That's awesome.
Very cool. That and Yvonne, don't get too used to that because that's not going to be happening again in the future.
Larry's also mentioning that without the trade, the dealer's probably going to want to increase the price, and you're probably right. But then it brings back the trade leverage, which that dealer should want to come up from.
And I don't know why the dealer wouldn't want the trade and wouldn't want to step up for the trade, because they know damn well what they're going to have to pay for edgier cars than that if they go to an auction.
Andres wants to know: can you trade in a bicycle, truck, mountain bike?
You could. You're just not going to get a lot for it. Yeah.
There's a bike shortage right now.
Yeah. You can trade in motorcycles. I used to take motorcycles and trade, but I wouldn't give you a lot for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy cow. Eugene V. Hi, guys. I sold my 2009 Nissan Quest with 69,000 nice miles. Carvana offered me around $1,700 back in December, but I sold it for $5,800 a couple weeks ago.
Oh, my God. I'm telling you, it's crazy out there.
I had a gentleman, he sent in back on Facebook a message, and for the past 3 weeks his Carvana offer went up $1,000 each week. He finally pulled the trigger and sold it. He said, I don't know if it's going to get higher.
Because at a certain point it's going to stop.
Exactly.
Yes.
Deja W, I don't know, a name. Hi Ranzak, first time listener. I paid off my 13 4Runner with $131,000. I want to get a 2021
131,000 miles.
Yeah, miles. Yeah. Thank you. I want to get a 2021 4Runner for $47,000. KBB value on my 4Runner is $18,000. Will it be better to trade it in or sell it first than use the money? check out the Black Book value.
Yeah.
Check out the Carvana value. Probably makes sense to do it. My dad's always said just two separate
They're two
transactions.
separate transactions.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
We'll work on getting the new one at a discount, and then see what you can get for your trade-in.
No calls are coming in, Pop, so I'm going to take the headphones off.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Do you want to watch one video? I kind of want to watch one video.
Sure.
No, he doesn't want to watch that.
I've always wanted to watch one video. Which video?
No,
is
you
it
don't
that-
want to.
Which video are we going to watch?
I thought the one that Ari did would be interesting. I haven't watched it yet.
Well, why do our community members want to sit through that?
Because I think it's okay. All right.
I mean, they can queue it up anytime they want.
All right.
What?
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
So what are we doing?
Don't you tell me.
No, come on. You're in charge now.
Read some comments.
All right.
I mean, come on. People chat. Read them.
Well, why don't you read them?
No, because your eyes are better than mine. You don't have glasses. And
There we go. One person said play the video.
Okay. Okay.
Or play the video.
Huh?
Put your headphones on. We're playing the video.
Oh, jeez.
I think this will be valuable.
Okay, here you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Give me a second here, folks.
Okay, cool.
Whoops, folks are saying no sound. Give me a second. I thought I had fixed that. Give me a sec. All right, no sound, no sound. I'm aware. All right, I think it'll work now. Any sound on that now? I'm glad I can lip read.
Yeah, I'm glad you can too.
Oh, I thought I had this working. All right, my dad wins.
Thank God.
Well, here you do live chat. Respond to no sound while I try and figure this out.
Oh, come on, man. Let's
Should have listened to your dad, says Steve.
Well, maybe one day you will.
So the premise for Ari's video, though, was around different residual payoffs.
Yeah.
Which I think is something that we definitely need to cover in the near future.
Okay, so maybe we do.
Your dad sabotaged the video.
No, I don't know how any of this stuff works, but maybe we do a reaction video to Ari's incorporated in one of ours.
For sure.
Okay, since we don't know how to incorporate it into a live stream.
Oh, I do. We did it one time. It would just take me another 20 seconds.
Well, next time be ready to do it. And
well, if you answer questions, I'll get it ready.
We'll do it another time.
All right.
Okay. Jeez.
See, there you go. Amcar Bio says, Zach, Ari checked the payoff for his own BMW lease. BMW now has a message that third-party payoff could differ.
Okay.
So that's the big news. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're going to charge probably market value.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, well, Pops, we had said we were just going to go for an hour before we hopped on. So
yes.
Why don't we call it a night?
Well, yes, because tell the folks why.
No, we just said we were going to do an hour, so let's do an hour.
Okay, and so we're just doing an hour, and we've already gone, what is it, 15 minutes over?
Yep.
Almost
so
15 minutes over?
Probably won't be back on Saturday night. We have some team meetings and things like that, but we'll be back relatively soon, and then we're on the road. But thanks to everyone that joined in.
Yeah, I would imagine we'll do, a members-only live stream tomorrow?
Yep.
And then I'm thinking we get on the road a week from Friday. So Tuesday, Wednesday next week we could do a live stream.
We'll be back.
And then perhaps on Saturday, May 1st, from Grand Junction, Colorado.
We could be live from Grand Junction.
We could be live from Grand Junction.
Cool.
Because that's where we'll be on that Saturday night.
Sounds good. All right. Well,
Okay.
thanks everyone that joined in tonight.
Yes, thank you all. It's been fun. Always a pleasure. Thank you all for the generous donations. And, well, there's no point in doing this without you fine folks. So thank you all.
Thanks, Dad.